Okay, so for social studies, we are simply going to compare and contrast a warm climate versus a cold climate. But what I want you to think about is clothing, recreation, and shelter. Um, what I mean by recreation is like, what would you do if you lived in a cold climate? You might go skiing. Oh, is it going to let me? There we go. Skiing. You may go dog sledding. Um, you might have to research different things that you do. You don't have to do a Venn diagram online. You can draw your own and submit it. That's fine. But I want you, because we are going to start comparing cultures, and there are things that people in a warm climate do culturally different than those in a cold climate. And that's why I had you guys think about what you do in our society, because eventually we're going to compare and contrast some of those things as well. In the warm weather, when it comes to clothing, you're going to wear shorts, t-shirts, looser clothing because it's hot. Shelter, it may not, you're going to want air conditioning. Um, you can be outside more unless it's too hot. You might be at the beach. Recreational activities, you go swimming. You can go to the beach. You might go on walks more. So these are just some things to think about. And then what do warm and cold weather have in common? Well, they're both a type of weather or temperature. And what else? Do different places around the world have both warm and cold weather? Or are there some places that only experience warm weather? And are there places that only experience cold weather? You should know this because we've talked about it. I want you to think about, if you're closer to the equator, are you going to get a lot of cold weather? And if you're further away from the equator, are you going to get a lot of warm weather? Think about in the cold, what is it going to do more? It's going to snow more. And with the snow, you might need jackets, heavy clothing, okay? Um, think about everything that weather dictates. Again, I want you, and if you want to turn to page 291 to keep you organized, really focus when you're doing this Venn diagram on clothing, recreation, and shelter. But you can add other things there as well. I hope this makes sense. I would like you to try to put at least 5 things in each category. More is always better. Again, have a fantastic Friday and a wonderful weekend, and I will see you guys on Monday. Bye.